Hi, this is Ryan from Danver Outdoor Kitchens. Today we're going to be discussing sink bases and outdoor bartending center bases. So the first base I'd like to talk about is just this OBS 1801-FHD, and it's a left hinged unit. So this is new in our nomenclature. So -FHD stands for full height door when it's attached to a sink base and the part name. So it's 18 inches wide. It has one door hinged on the left and four legs for these units, and there's cutouts. So this makes them a little bit unique compared to a full height base door cabinet. So we've got cutouts in the back of the unit for plumbing, cutouts in the bottom of the unit for plumbing. The top panel that's normally on this base cabinet is left open so that you can drop in a sink that would hang from the countertop. So the OBS 2402-FHD is simply a full height door unit. And if you wanted more information on the plumbing cutouts, just check the specification guide, and those are listed there as well as on our SketchUp models. So it's really nice to reference those and to have those 3D models available so that you can see cut out in plumbing hole locations. Our other standard outdoor sink bases are false front units. So these are just called out as OBS 1801s, and there is no, specification really for false front. Other than that, these are our bread and butter sink bases, and the cutouts are shared from the regular full height door units as well. So this is just a one door unit, and then the two door split starts at 24 inches wide and greater. And so the false front is a better option for some cases because it gives you that clean eye line where this false front will match up with a trash base, or if you have a drawer door unit, you'd have that same exact false front that matches up with that eye line, and that gives it that clean aesthetic look. We also have farm sinks, which are a little less common. So farm sinks are unique in that they have a trim kit associated with them. So this three-piece unit here, these two side pieces and then this bottom, this makes up the trim kit. So anytime we talk about trim kits moving forward for the appliance bases, this is what we're talking about. These two side panels, and then a lot of times there's an optional bottom. In this case, with the farm sinks, it's almost always applicable. So this would be, a drop-in unit as well, but a lot of times these will actually sit on the shelf versus hang from the countertop. So it's kind of different than the standard sink base. They're a little funky, but we do have units to accommodate these. So all the dash farm just stands for farm sink, and the shelf height on these is a little bit deeper. So we have a shelf height of 11 inches high versus 9 3/4, which is our standard for most bases. We also offer an ADA compliant sink base. So this is a little different as well because it is a fully finished unit on the sides, back, and front. So it doesn't attach really the same way because of the height requirement to a standard base cabinet. It's almost like a standalone or a slide-in unit. So we have adjustable feet on these as well. You can kind of see the adjustable leg here on the corners on each of the corner pieces. And then this panel here and the panel below it, which is like where the foot would go when you slide a wheelchair up to this unit. These two panels are removable so that you can access the plumbing for the sink. So this is a really nice option for multifamily. A lot of times, HOA setups, common areas where you need an ADA sink space to meet code. The Probably the least ordered unit that we offer is the galley sink base. So galleys are a little bit rare just because of the way they're constructed. So this is a three cabinet construction in this case. Smaller but galley sink bases would only require two base cabinets side by side, but these are meant to be paired together. So when they ship, they aren't shipped fully assembled like this. They aren't side by side. They'd be shipped one cabinet each individually and individually packaged and then assembled on site. So this cutout is perfect to hold the galley sink, and we do have different sizes, all the way up to 84 inches wide to hold the largest galley sink available. So sometimes these sinks will actually have two faucets, which is kind of different than the standard sink bases that you would get. And finally, this is a outdoor bartending center, an OBC 3602. We also make units that are one door units, so that would be O1. And these are a little different as well because they do carry a trim kit similar to the farm sinks. So we've got two side trim pieces and a bottom trim piece in most applications. And these also would have a kind of cut out. So you'd have to have plumbing cut out below. So you'd have to go with plumbing that actually goes through the shelf of the unit. And a lot of times in the bottom and the back, you'd also have a plumbing cutout. So you can see those plumbing cutout dimensions as well in the spec guide or on our SketchUp models, which is really helpful. So I hope this has been informative. And in the next video, we're going to talk about side burner bases and grill bases.